I'm the research analyst from InvestingNote, the social media for investors. So today our topic is going to be about One Belt, One Road initiative. So what is OBOR? OBOR is basically a massive infrastructure spending project that aims to revitalize the ancient Silk Road, maritime as well as land Silk Roads. It's a project that spans over 60 nations, from far-flung capitals such as Tehran all the way to Moscow and all the way to Berlin. It's projected that more than $5 trillion will be spent on building ports, building bridges, building railways to increase connectivity between China and the world. So today I have with me Mr. Pei Sai-Ting from PhillipCapital's. Mr. Pei, could you give us a brief introduction of yourself for the sake of the audience?
Sure. Hi everyone, I'm Sai-Ting from PhillipCapital's research. I cover the global macro strategy part of the research. And so what I do is on a daily basis look out globally within the equity markets as well as the fixed income markets for pockets of opportunities that I think that is worth looking into and for investment opportunities as well.
Alright, thank you Mr. Pei. Sure. Basically, some of our InvestingNote users have burning questions for you and I hope you can share some of your insights with them. Okay, so the first question they ask. Recently, DBS actually signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Agricultural Bank of China. So, what does such partnerships imply for Singapore's role in financing OBOR?
Okay, I think that's a very amped question that you have there. So essentially, we do know one thing, which is that Singapore is not a direct beneficiary of the OBOR initiative. There's not much infrastructure projects that we procure here within the shores. However, Singapore is still a financer of the project itself.
Okay.
So when you mentioned about DBS signing the MOU with ABC, we do understand that that really signifies the role that Singapore plays within the OBOR, which is being a financer. So I mean, it's quite easy to see that when you look 1 month ago, before the One Belt One Road initiative, there was 9 other MOU that was signed during the Shanghai and Singapore Financial Institution Forum. So this all tells us that we are playing a role, more of a role of a financer here during this OBOR initiative.
Okay, thank you very much. Adding on to that, what SGX listed counters will actually likely to benefit from the OBOR initiative?
Okay, sure. I think within PhillipCapital's research, our coverage, we've actually identified 2 of such specific counter that we find that might have a positive impact because of the OBOR initiative. So if you take a look, China Aviation Oil is a company that we feel that there's a very huge potential that they might actually benefit from OBOR. Just to share a bit, the business is in jet fuel, and they are one of the largest players in the jet fuel industry. So besides that, they are well placed within the China itself, onshore China itself, to benefit from the infrastructure spending projects. Not to mention, on their balance sheet, they have about 270 million of cash ready to deploy in terms of targeted acquisition. So we do see that, or our analysts do see that there's a potential for them to target certain takeovers of pipelines and networks as such along the Silk Road economical belt. Okay, the other second one that we identified is actually the geoenergy. So we all know what geoenergy do. It's actually in the coal mining business. And we do see that because of the OBOR initiative, the requirement for the energy, the demand for coal energy might increase. And geoenergy itself has been actually starting to export their coal prices, their coal raw materials into China itself. So we do see that there might be a pickup there as well in terms of demand.
Thank you. Following up from your investment thesis on geoenergy, basically, does OBOR mean that all the commodities counter will experience a boom in the next 3 years?
Actually, the answer to that question is really yes or no. I mean, that's a commodity boom. So OBOR initiative is actually a very heavy, we all know it's a heavy infrastructure spending initiative. So in Singapore, our commodities counters are generally soft commodities. So we don't have they are not going to have that direct beneficiary during the primary stages of the OBOR initiative, which is heavy, what you consider heavy commodities or infrastructure spending. However, we do see that soft commodities can help during the trading phase.
Okay, so what about commodities trading counters? What about these businesses and opportunities for Singapore listed stocks?
Okay, so like I mentioned, in Singapore, right, generally our commodities counters are the soft commodities, agricultural commodities. We do feel that on empirical research, regionally, the government is trying to promote commodities trading. So we do see that for these soft commodities counters that there are potential, as and when the OBOR initiative helps to build up the network of transportations. We see that trading volume might pick up for the soft commodities, and essentially it might benefit the soft sector of the SGX.
Okay, some people do have some worries that Singapore is not very participative within the OBOR initiative, and OBOR might affect maritime trade routes such that traffic will bypass the Singapore ports. So, in the short or medium term, how would that actually affect the Singapore market?
I think this is not from me, I read the report. We don't have to be worried in the short run, because to bypass a port as important as Singapore, it's not that easy. We do understand one thing, they are building up ports in Malacca, they are building up ports in JB. So, however, in terms of infrastructure, technology, the way that our Singapore PSA port can handle the load of cargo shipment, we are still way far in advance in terms of the technology that we do have. But obviously, that is not going to be a very strong hold. So besides just ports and all, we do understand that once OBOR kicks in, our Singapore economy is going to suffer. Definitely, we are going to do. Singapore is still a very export-dependent country, and when trade comes in here and Singapore is not involved in any of these additional trade that's going on, we are going to suffer. I think the second thing you're going to see is, besides a reduce in trade, we see that Singapore is going to get a reduce in the FDIs, which is quite normal for Singapore. So how are we going to place ourselves there is something that we still see how the government positions Singapore for the future.
Alright, thank you Mr. Saitin for all your insights and wisdom that you actually shared with our InvestingNote users. Thank you very much.
Thank you.